Greetings. Happy Full Moon Monday. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I just wanted to check in really quickly because I got something that I wanted to share with you today. Something that I think is really important, especially for the newly chosen, the newly awakening, the new people on their journey, the ones that may be coming from a family like me, religious background, Christians background, been in church all their lives, don't really have anybody around them that thinks like them. Things are happening to you that you've never experienced before, and nobody can explain them. Nobody can tell you where to go. There's no direction. That was my story. Waking up all by yourself. No, and that right there can be very difficult. But I'm here to tell you that every single thing that you've been through in your life up to this point of awakening is purposeful. It can be used for something. There are tools that were given even in the middle of you being in church, even in the middle of you being in religion, even in the middle of you being in your domestic violence relationships. No matter what you've been through in your life that led you to be at this point, it all is purposeful, especially for the chosen. There's a divine scene being played out in your life. It was already written. The way things are to go and how they are going, they were supposed to exactly be like that. So I'm here to encourage you today to just breathe deeply. If you can get into practicing being present, being in the now, and breathing, that will make this journey so much easier for you, because I can promise you everything that you need is inside of you, and it's just a matter of you learning how to unlock those things. All the guidance, everything you need to know, all the books, everything has been written is inside of your heart. So what you're going to have to do is figure out the best way for you to connect your mind and your heart together and receive that flow. Now, tapping into that flow is difficult. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy, but I can tell you that you have guidance and you're always getting signs, sights, and wonders along the way to prepare you and show you what you need to do. It's just a matter of you paying attention and tapping in and tuning into these frequencies, which they are going to be strange, and you never, ever know where they're going to come from, who they're going to come from, what they're going to come from, because the universe will use so many things to get you messages. And it's a beautiful love story that plays out between you and your higher self. So, but one thing I want to say for the chosen, one of the difficulties that I've learned on my journey is, if you're like me, I'm a Pisces, and we're just too nice. Our souls are embedded in empathy, in altruism, and in helping others, and in feeling compassion for others. And that in this world sometimes can be viewed as a weakness. And sometimes you might think that it's landing you in places and spaces that you don't need to be in. But trust me, you're right where you need to be, and you always will be. There's nothing you can do to not be where you need to be. Everything is written out. And I know a lot of people think the Bible is religious and, oh, that Jesus, God. The Bible is a secret decoded text, and it's only available to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear those messages. It's decoded, and those written words are in your heart. They live within inside of you, and they begin to come alive inside of you in your daily practices, aside from religion, aside from church, aside from your family and everything that you've been taught and everything that you think you know nothing. That's why I always try to advise the newly awakened and the newly chosen to start with breathing. Learn how to breathe and learn how to stay in the now. If you can eliminate all the distractions, all these videos, it's so much confusion. People, number one, are trying to sell you something first and foremost. But let me tell you, you don't need to buy anything for this journey. It's okay to have tools. There's lots of resources available to you, but I'm trying to tell you, you will get to a point where you will recognize that it was just you all along. Especially for people that grew up in religion like me, and the battle that I went through between separating all of what I know, all of what I feel, all of who I am from the things that I was taught, my programming. Overriding that programming takes time. It is not going to happen overnight, but it is daily things that you can do that will assist you with overriding your programming. Breathing is the number one thing that you can do to assist you with overriding the program. Spirit, divine, your guides have made it so simple. It's not a difficult process at all. Everything that you see put in front of you, you're going to have to completely rewire and reprogram, and you're going to have to drop all of that, and you're going to have to start with 0 point, which is your breath. And then you will be guided every day. If you spend a certain amount of time breathing, understanding, and learning you, I can promise you it will start to make more sense to you. But it's not going to happen overnight. So I'm here to encourage you to just give yourself some grace. Stay in your light. Stay in your space. Know you're not crazy. Know you're not losing your mind. Know this isn't the end of the world. This is the beginning of what you chose to come here to do. And it is beautiful. And it's a sweet melody that plays out. And it's beautiful music that you're making. And you don't even know it. So to say this, you're always right where you're supposed to be. You're always in the right place, and you're always at the right time, good or bad. There literally is no good or bad. All of this is for you. If you can start to see it all as not happening to you, but for you, it changes the whole dynamic of what you're experiencing right now. And if you can start to see the beauty in the pain, the beauty in the struggle, the beauty in all of these things, eventually, I promise you, it's all going to make sense. I wish I would have had somebody to tell me these things when I was losing my mind around my family, and I still do, but now I have a different understanding and a different knowing, because I had to learn from trial and error, because I'm hard-headed. I didn't know how to trust my intuition. I didn't know how to trust myself. So the universe had to give it to me a hard way. I had to learn how to trust my gut and my intuition from excruciating, painful situations that could have been avoided had I just decided to trust me. But a lot of us who have been damaged, abused, and been through hell on this earth, literally, have a harder and a longer time to get to that space. But trust me, it is possible for you, and it is happening for you. I just wanted to share that with you. I love you. Be well.